tradingstrategy.com.
Hello, this is a quick look for what's coming up in the markets on Thursday, July 3rd. We have a really busy day coming up on the economic calendar, starting with Services and Composite Purchasing Managers Index for the Eurozone. At 7:45 we have from Italy, 7:50 from France, 7:55 Germany, and then at 8 o'clock for the entire Eurozone. So the data coming out here could generate some volatility in more than not in equities, but we could still have some minor effect on the currencies. Similar situation at 8:30 GMT, we have Services and Composite PMI for the United Kingdom. Then at 9 o'clock we have retail data from the Eurozone. Also, this is more likely to have an impact on stocks than it has on the currency. And then we come into the major events of the day. At 11:45 we have the policy decision by the ECB. The current consensus is that the European Central Bank will maintain its policy for the moment. However, there have been some increasing rumors that the ECB is not happy with how much inflation that you have in the Eurozone, and they might implement some unusual policy changes that could have an effect on the currency, so we could see some strong volatility there in the euro. Then at 12:30 we have a speech. It's not here on the list, but it's normal to have a speech by the ECB President Mario Draghi, in which he explains the rationale for the ECB policy decision, as well as provide forward guidance that could also generate some volatility in the euro. Then at the same time, 12:30 GMT, we have non-farm payrolls, which are important economic data from the United States. Also the employment rate. This could be expected to generate some significant volatility, especially if we have a miss over data. Normally this data set comes out on Friday, but tomorrow's a holiday in the United States, so the data is coming out one day earlier, so we could see some strong volatility in equities around that time. Also at the same time, we have an international merchandise trade coming out from Canada, which could have a relatively minor effect on Canadian equities, but with all the data coming out at this time, it's not likely to have all much of an impact. There's a series of ancillary economic data coming out from the United States, along with the non-farm payrolls related to employment. All this could generate some noise in the markets for the rest of the day. Then at 1:45 we have Composite and Services PMI from the United States, and 15 minutes later we have ISM non-manufacturing composite. This is not as important as the manufacturing component, however it still can generate some volatility in the market, especially considering we're going into a long weekend for the United States, and tomorrow American markets will be closed. So a quick look at equities. A quick look at technical levels. S&P 500 relatively unchanged, continuing its trend on the upside. We don't have any significant support until 2000, which is a important psychological level. There's been general weakness in the dollar, which we don't see reflected here in the euro. The euro has been moving on the downside with rumors that the ECB could implement changes in its policy. Support 136, resistance 137. The pound here has been taking advantage of general weakness in the dollar, heading towards our next level of resistance at 172, support at 171.30. The yen also moving higher, support 101.25, resistance 102.25, and then finally we have gold also moving higher, heading towards resistance at 1,340 and resistance at support at 1,310. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and happy trading.